Imagine you are sitting comfortably on your sofa. You are watching a really great English movie.
Oh, yeah. That's a great feeling.
Right, you were feeling confident. So you decide to turn off the subtitles.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But suddenly, you feel totally lost.
Right.
The actors, well, they aren't speaking that clean, clear English you learned in school.
No, they definitely are not.
Instead, it just sounds like a fast, messy blur.
Yeah. And honestly, it is a wildly common experience. I mean, it breaks your confidence.
It really does.
You know the vocabulary on the paper, but hearing it spoken out loud, well, that is a completely different story.
So true. So today, we are cracking the code on why spoken English sounds like that fast, messy blur.
Yeah.
And more importantly, how to fix it.
Yes. That is the mission for today.
Exactly. We are looking at some fantastic notes for today's deep dive, and I want to start with a simple picture.
Okay, let's hear it.
Learning English in school is a bit like climbing a staircase.
A staircase?
Right. Yeah. You step on one word, then the next word, then the next. Each step is a separate, clear building block.
But native speakers, well, they don't talk in staircases.
No, they don't at all. When you listen to real English in a movie, it is not a staircase. It is a water slide.
A water slide. I love that.
Yeah. All those sharp corners are just smoothed out. The words melt together, and you just slide from the beginning of the sentence all the way to the end without stopping.
That water slide idea is brilliant, actually, because it explains the physical reality of spoken English.
Yeah.
And I want to set the record straight right now, just for everyone listening.
Right.
If you struggle to understand movies without subtitles, it is not a hearing problem.
So our ears are fine.
Your ears are completely fine. What you are experiencing is an auditory processing mismatch.
An auditory processing mismatch.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let's unpack that.
Sure.
It sounds a little complicated, but I'm guessing it just means our brain is expecting one thing and getting another.
Spot on. Yeah. Think of your brain like a computer search engine.
Okay. Like searching the internet.
Exactly. So when you learn English in a classroom, the teacher speaks slowly.
Very slowly.
Right. They might say, what do you want to do? 5 distinct words.
If you want to do. Yeah.
Your brain types those 5 separate words into its mental search engine. It finds the definitions, and you understand the sentence perfectly.
But on the water slide, a native speaker doesn't say 5 words.
No.
They just say what you want to do.
Yes. What do you want to do? And what happens to your brain then?
Well, it hears what'ya.
Right. It types what'ya into its mental search engine. But what'ya is not in the dictionary.
No, it's definitely not.
So the search engine crashes. Your brain freezes because it is looking for a word that doesn't officially exist.
That makes so much sense. The search engine crashes. So it isn't that we are bad at listening.
Not at all.
We're just searching for the wrong shapes.
Exactly.
But, this raises a big question. Why do native speakers do this? Are they just being lazy?
The lazy question.
Because sometimes, it really feels like they're just too lazy to open their mouths and say the whole word.
I get that. It looks like laziness, but it is actually about rhythm.
Rhythm. Like music.
Yeah, exactly like music. English is what linguists call a stress-timed language.
Stress-timed, okay.
That means the time it takes to say a sentence depends on the most important words, the stressed words.
Right.
To keep the rhythm flowing smoothly, native speakers have to rush through the less important words.
Oh, I see.
They physically change the sounds to save energy and keep the beat going.
Okay, so they are changing sounds to keep the rhythm. How exactly do they do that? Like, what is happening inside the mouth to make that water slide work?
Well, there are a few specific rules at play here. Let's start with a concept called elision.
Elision.
Simply put, this is when sounds completely disappear.
Just gone.
Just gone. Native speakers drop consonants to save their tongue from doing extra work.
Could you give me an example of that? What kind of consonant gets dropped?
Sure. Let's look at the phrase next door.
Next door.
Okay, try saying it like a staircase, step by step.
Okay. Next. Door. I can feel my tongue hitting the top of my mouth for the T in next.
Right.
And then it has to pull back and hit it again for the D, indoor. Next. Door.
Right. It feels a bit clunky, doesn't it?
It does. It feels slow.
Yeah. To make that T sound and then immediately make a D sound, your tongue has to stop, reset, and start again.
Right.
In the middle of a fast conversation, your brain realizes that this double movement is a waste of energy.
Okay.
So it simply deletes the T. The native speaker just says, next door.
Next door. Wow. The T is completely gone. I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out. Next door.
It vanishes, and the listener's brain doesn't care because it understands the context of the sentence.
Yeah, you still know what a next door neighbor is?
Exactly. The speaker saved a tiny bit of energy, and the rhythm kept moving.
Okay. I understand dropping a tricky letter to save energy. That makes sense.
Oh, good.
But if we drop consonants like that, doesn't it leave awkward gaps in the sentence? Like if I just take away sounds, it seems like the sentence would sound broken.
That is a really wonderful observation, and it leads perfectly to the second rule.
Okay.
Nature hates a vacuum, and spoken English hates awkward gaps.
You don't like gaps.
Right. To fill those gaps, native speakers use something called catenation.
Catenation. That's a big academic word.
It is, yeah. But the idea is beautifully simple.
Okay.
It just means linking words together.
Linking them.
Right. When one word ends in a consonant sound and the next word begins with a vowel sound, we stretch the consonant across the gap to stick them together.
We stretch the consonant to the next word.
Yes.
Do we have an example of this from our notes?
We do.
Yeah.
Think about the phrase, turn it off.
Okay. Turn it off. 3 clear words. The staircase again.
Exactly. Now watch what happens when we apply catenation.
Okay.
The word turn ends with an N sound. It begins with an I sound.
Right.
So we stretch the N over to the I.
So it becomes turn it.
Exactly. Turn it. Now keep going. The word, it ends in a T sound, right?
Yeah.
And the word off starts with an O sound. So we stretch the T over to the O.
Turn it off.
Yes.
Wow. Turn it off. It sounds like one long, strange word.
And that is why your brain's search engine crashes.
Right.
You are searching the dictionary for a word called turn it off, and it doesn't exist.
It's just turn it off on the water slide.
Exactly. Physically, in the mouth, this linking is what creates the slide. The tongue doesn't have to stop. It just glides from the N to the I and the T to the O.
That is so interesting. Okay, so we have elision, where we drop tricky sounds to save energy.
Yes.
And we have catenation, where we link words together to fill the gaps and keep gliding.
Perfect summary.
But what about all the little grammar words?
Yeah.
Words like to or for or at. They always seem to vanish completely when I watch a movie.
Yeah, you are bringing up the third major piece of the puzzle here.
Okay.
Those little grammar words are called weak forms.
Weak forms. Because they are weak.
Exactly. In English, not all words are treated equally. The important words, like nouns, verbs, adjectives, they carry the meaning.
Right, the heavy words.
Right, we say those loudly and clearly. But small grammar words, they don't carry much meaning. They're just the glue holding the sentence together.
So because they aren't the stars of the show, we just shrink them down.
Precisely. They become very weak and quiet.
Give me an example of a weak form.
Okay, take the word to. It isn't pronounced with a strong oo sound in real conversation.
It's not.
No, it shrinks down to a tiny to sound.
To.
And the word for becomes a quiet fur.
Fur.
Right. So instead of saying, I am going to the store for milk.
Slowly, like that.
Right. A native speaker says, I'm going to the store for milk.
I'm going to the store for milk. Wow. It almost sounds like a drum beat.
A drum beat. I like that.
Yeah, the strong words are the heavy beats, and the weak forms just squeeze in between them.
That is the stress-timed rhythm in action. You are squeezing the small words to keep the beat steady.
I really love understanding the mechanics behind this. It takes the mystery away.
It really does.
But, learning these rules from a textbook is just the first step.
Yeah, theory is one thing.
Right. To really build our listening skills, we need to hear them in action. We need to hear the water slide for ourselves.
Absolutely. So let's do a real-world test right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's take a somewhat long sentence and see how a native speaker completely transforms it.
Okay, I will play the role of the textbook again.
Perfect.
I'm going to read a sentence from our notes.
Okay.
And I will read it slowly, word by word. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. I should have told you about it.
Very clear.
7 distinct words. I should have told you about it.
Right.
Now, how does a native speaker say this when they're, rushing out the door in a movie?
Well, in a movie, they apply all the rules we just discussed.
Okay.
Sounds drop, words link, small words shrink.
Right.
The fast native version sounds like this. I should have told you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That is practically a different language. Say it again.
I should have told you, boot.
Okay, let's break that down.
Yeah.
Because my brain's search engine definitely just crashed.
It's a lot to process.
Let's look at the first part. Should have. That became shoulda.
Yes. So the H and the V are completely dropped.
That's elision.
Exactly. It just shrinks into a weak sound. Shoulda.
I shoulda. Okay. And then we have told you that sounded really different.
Yeah, this is a special kind of linking.
Okay.
When a D sound meets a Y sound, they often merge together to create a completely new sound.
Really? A new sound?
Yeah, a J sound, like in jump. So told you becomes told you or told you.
Told you. Wow, okay. And then the end of the sentence. About it.
Here's our catenation again, the linking.
Right.
The T in about links directly to the I in it. So about it becomes about tit.
About tit. Let's put it all together on the water slide.
Go for it.
I should have told you, boo. I should have told you, boo.
You got the rhythm perfectly.
It's kind of fun to say.
It is. Now, I want to invite our listeners to try this physically.
Good idea.
Don't just listen to us. You need to feel how your tongue moves when you link these words.
Right.
So hit the pause button on your app right now. Just pause this for 5 seconds and say this phrase out loud 3 times. I should have told you, but...
Give it a try.
All right.
Welcome back. If you tried it, I bet it felt a little strange in your mouth.
Yeah, probably did.
Almost like your tongue was doing a new dance.
It takes practice to build that muscle memory. You know, you are training your mouth to take the smooth path instead of the sharp corners.
Okay, so we understand the rules now.
Yeah.
We know why the sounds change and we can hear it happening.
Exactly.
But I have a very practical issue with this.
Oh, what's that?
We can't pause every single sentence in a movie and break it down like that. It would take 10 hours to watch a movie.
Oh, yeah, you would go crazy.
Right. So how do we practice this in our daily lives without feeling totally overwhelmed?
It's true. You can't analyze every single sentence. But our source material outlines a really powerful daily routine.
Okay, a routine.
Yeah, a routine that trains your brain automatically. It relies on a method called the shadowing technique.
Shadowing. I have heard of this, but it sounds a little intense. How does it work?
The first step is crucial. You have to throw away the slow, artificial audio.
Throw it away.
Yes. No more listening to special audio where people speak at half speed. You need real, messy English.
That makes sense. We have to practice on the water slide to get good at the water slide.
Exactly. Step 2, you pick a very short clip of a movie or a YouTube video or a news interview.
Okay.
Just 20 or 30 seconds long.
Wait, that's it. Just 30 seconds of audio.
Just 30 seconds. You want a tiny piece of real audio that you can master.
Okay, I can do 30 seconds. Good.
Step 3, you listen to the clip a few times and try to find the connected words.
Like a puzzle.
Yes. Listen for the dropped consonants. Listen for the weak words. Notice where the speaker speeds up.
We are basically listening for the places where the building blocks are melted together.
Yes, exactly. And finally, step 4, you shadow the speaker.
What does that mean, to shadow them?
This means you play the audio and you speak out loud at the exact same time as the person in the video.
At the exact same time.
Right. You try to match their rhythm, their speed, and their connected sounds perfectly. You become their vocal shadow.
You know, I have to push back on this a little bit.
Okay.
If I am speaking out loud at the exact same time as the actor, won't hearing my own voice make it harder to hear the clip?
Right.
It seems like it would just be noisy and confusing.
That is a very common concern, and it definitely will feel a bit chaotic the first time you do it.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
But remember, you have already listened to the 30-second clip several times before you start shadowing.
Oh, true.
You already know what they are saying. The goal of speaking at the same time is not to hear them better.
Then what is the goal?
The goal is to force your tongue and your brain to match their speed.
Oh, I see. If I wait for them to finish and then repeat it, I might accidentally slow down.
Exactly.
I would use my safe staircase English.
Okay.
But if I speak with them, they force me to stay on the water slide.
Yes.
They drag me along at their speed.
That is the magic of it. By forcing yourself to keep up with their rhythm, your mouth will naturally start dropping sounds and linking words.
Wow.
You won't even have to think about the grammar rules. Your mouth will just realize, oh, I can't say next door fast enough. I have to say next door.
So the speed forces the technique. That is brilliant.
It is very effective.
How much time do we need to spend doing this every day?
The experts say just 10 minutes a day.
Just 10 minutes.
10 minutes. If you spend 10 minutes a day shadowing real fast English, your brain's search engine will update its software.
That's amazing.
Within a few weeks, that fast, messy blur will start separating into clear, understandable words.
10 minutes a day. That is less time than it takes to drink a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it really is a small investment for a massive payoff in your listening skills.
It bridges the gap between the classroom and the real world.
It truly does.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive. Let's circle back to where we started today.
The sofa.
Sitting on the sofa.
Yeah.
Feeling frustrated because the movie is too hard to understand without reading the text.
The panic of the messy blur.
Right. I think the most encouraging takeaway today is simply this. You don't need better ears.
No, you don't.
Your English isn't broken. You just need to train your brain to recognize the water slide.
That's it.
You need to practice hearing how words connect, drop, and link together. And just like our source material asked, we want to hear from you.
Yes, we do.
Which English movie do you find the hardest to understand? Keep these rules in mind the next time you watch it.
It is a fantastic exercise to try.
It really is.
And, thinking about all of this raises a much deeper question, something I've been pondering since we started discussing these rules today.
Oh.
Well, think about how we learn in a traditional classroom. We spend years memorizing spelling, reading textbooks, and learning vocabulary word by word.
The clean, separate blocks, the staircase.
Exactly. We are essentially training our eyes to read letters on a page.
Yes, very visual.
But if native speakers are constantly dropping consonants, changing vowels, shrinking words, and smashing everything together just to keep a rhythm, well, it makes you wonder.
Wonder what?
Is the spoken version of a language actually a completely different language than the written one?
Wow. Is spoken English a completely different language than written English?
Think about it. If the rules of written grammar don't apply to the physical mechanics of speaking, maybe we have been trying to read a map for a completely different city.
That is a fascinating shift in perspective.
Yeah.
And it really takes the pressure off, doesn't it?
It really does.
If they are two different languages, of course it takes a little time to learn the spoken one.
Exactly. Give yourself some grace.
That is definitely something to think about as you start your 10 minutes of shadowing today. Until next time, keep listening for the water slide.